It was the beginning of winter when Hassan returned to the old hostel after semester break. The building stood silent at the edge of the campus, surrounded by dead trees and broken streetlights. Most students had shifted to the new hostel, but a few, including Hassan, stayed behind because it was cheaper. The seniors often joked about one rule: never go near room 313 after midnight. Hassan never believed in such stories until that night. On his first evening, the weather turned strange. Cold winds howled through the corridors, making the old windows shake violently. Around 11:45 p.m., the electricity went out, plunging the entire hostel into darkness. Only the faint emergency lights flickered in the hallway. Hassan stepped out of his room with his phone flashlight on. The corridor felt longer than usual, emptier, almost alive. As he walked, he noticed something odd. One door at the end of the hallway was slightly open, room 313. He remembered clearly that it was always locked. Curious, he moved closer. The air grew colder with every step. His breath became visible. Just as he reached the door, a soft whisper brushed past his ear. "Hassan." He froze. He quickly turned back, but no one was there. The corridor was empty. His heart began to pound loudly. Trying to ignore it, he pushed the door open. The room smelled rotten. Inside, there was an old iron bed, a broken chair, and walls filled with deep scratch marks, as if someone had tried to escape. The temperature dropped suddenly. His flashlight flickered. Then he heard it again, whispers, but this time clearer. "You came back!" Hassan's hands started shaking. "Who's there?" he called out, his voice weak. No response, just silence, followed by a soft tapping sound from the wall. Tap, tap, tap. The sound grew louder, faster, almost impatient. He slowly turned toward the corner, and for a split second, he saw something move. A shadow. Not normal. Too tall. Too thin. His flashlight went off completely. Darkness swallowed the room. Panic took over. He rushed toward the door, but it slammed shut with a deafening bang. He pulled at the handle, but it wouldn't move. The whispers grew louder, overlapping, distorted. "Why did you come back?" "You left me here. Stay with me." Hassan fell back, his breathing uncontrollable. Then suddenly the flashlight flickered back on. And that's when he saw it clearly. A figure clung to the wall like a spider. Its limbs twisted unnaturally, its face half-burned hollow, with glowing red eyes locked onto him. Its mouth stretched into a slow, horrifying smile. It began to crawl down, slowly. Hassan tried to scream, but fear had frozen him. The creature's movements were jerky, unnatural, its bones cracking with every step. The room filled with a low, distorted growl. Then suddenly, everything stopped. Silence. The figure disappeared. Hassan looked around, confused, shaking. The door creaked open by itself. Without thinking, he ran out into the corridor. But something was wrong. The hallway wasn't the same. The walls looked older, more broken. The lights were gone. Doors were missing. It felt like the hostel had changed, like he wasn't in the present anymore. He heard footsteps behind him. Slow, dragging. He turned and saw another student standing far away in the corridor. The boy looked pale, terrified. "Help me," the boy whispered. Hassan ran toward him, but as he got closer, he noticed something horrifying. The boy's eyes were completely black, his mouth opened unnaturally wide. "You didn't leave," the boy said in a distorted voice. Suddenly, the lights flickered, and the boy was gone. Now the whispers were everywhere. Hassan ran blindly, trying to find his room, but every door led back to room 313. No matter where he went, he ended up standing in front of it again, trapped. Exhausted, he collapsed near the door. That's when he noticed something carved into the wall. "No one leaves." Behind him, the door slowly creaked open. He didn't want to look, but he had to. Inside the room, The creature was waiting again, this time closer, standing upright, its red eyes glowing brighter than before. It spoke clearly now. "You stayed. Now you belong here." The creature rushed toward him at terrifying speed. Hassan screamed, and everything went black. The next morning, the hostel was full of life again. Students laughed, walked, and carried on like nothing had happened. Hassan's room was empty. His belongings were still there, but he was gone. Some say he left early in the morning. Others say he was never seen again. But late at night, when the hostel falls silent, room 313's door slowly opens, and inside, in the darkness, two red eyes glow. And now, sometimes there are two voices whispering instead of one.